So, this is, well, let me say this. Harry, this is Lord Potato. This is What If Naruto was the reincarnation of Kokushibo, Part 6, The End. So, yeah. So, of course, this would be the end of what's it called, this What If. But don't worry, I have more different other What If ideas. But not the point. We will go into, not a recap because I'm lazy as hell and I did this I did part 5 like a couple of days ago. Like 3 days ago at least. 3 or 4, I don't remember. But whatever. So we'll go into where the people with black cloaks and red clouds appeared. Yep. So of course after Naruto has won the what's it called Chunin exam, people just suddenly jump from the sky and appear. About 13 people has just shown up. 6 of them being orange heads and red hairs or whatever you like to call them, and the other 7 being Akatsuki members. Itachi, Kisame, Sasori, Deidara, Hiran, and Kakuzu were all there. Of course, this is where Naruto says, "Who the fuck are you people?" Because Naruto's kind of annoyed because he wanted to go to train and all that. But this is where the Akashi says, "We are here for the ninth Jinchuriki, and that is you, Kokushibo, or Naruto Uzumaki." Well, they don't really know about Naruto Uzumaki, but they know about that Naruto's changed a little bit. And Naruto's very powerful because he's taken out, Orochimaru. This is where, Naruto was confused. But of course, this is where the Diva Path says, "Universal Pool." Pulls in Naruto, but this is where Naruto says, "Moon breathing style." While getting pulled in, he says, "Moon style." Dark, what's it called? He says, "First form, dark moon." And of course, he swings very fast. Well, not dark moon. I'm talking about, third form. Chains. So of course, this is where multiple 2 big crests of moons were coming out. What's it called? Diva Path. And of course, multiple also were coming out different pains, and even what's it called? The other cuts members. This is where some of them got cut. Definitely heat on their cuts, but of course he's fine because he's immortal and all that. Of course, this is where Naruto did get grabbed from the neck and then slammed down to the ground by the Diva Path. And this is where the other pains did stab into him. That's where Jiraiya and Harusan say shit. Of course, this is where the Diva Path says, "Nine tails, you will be now ours." This is where Naruto saying, "Oh fuck, I'm so screwed. Damn it. I thought I'd be able to defeat them. I thought I'd become the strongest swordsman. Well, that was a lie." This is where, so he was right now just falling kind of unconscious and all that. And this is where, the Diva Path says, "You are not strong, you are not God, and you cannot defeat me, because I am God." This is where, while Kokushibo is kind of losing unconscious, Jiraiya and Harusan try to fight him. And also a bunch of leaf ninjas and even some sand ninjas try to fight against the different path of pain. But this is where, and also the Akatsuki members, but this is where the Diva Path says, "Shinrai Tensai," blows everything away. Some of the civilians get killed, but yeah. Now, this is where Naruto never had anyone, never really cared about anyone. This is where he says, "I will never become the greatest swordsman like you, Yoriichi." Now, of course, as he's talking about his brother, Yoriichi, the sun-breathing son. This is where, he's lost into unconscious and right now just floating in midair. Right now, it's just floating in kind of water midair and all that. And of course, there's the moon behind him. And this is where, he's just floating there. And of course, he got memories back again. And he gets memories of Yoriichi well, his brother and all that. I think that's what you say. So of course, where well, Kokushibo says, Yoriichi, I'm sorry. I cannot become the great swordsman like you. And I'm sorry for killing you. This is where, well, Kurama was trying to, like, get into, well, the, well, mine and try to get in contact with Naruto, but he can't. He thinks that the Raj are right now just blocking his, well, path to get into Naruto and trying to get him back and help him by adding his chakra. But this is where Naruto was like closing his eyes and all that. He was in water and all and closing his eyes. And this is where he heard a voice. Brother. How should I say? Hello there, brother. This is where Naruto opened his eyes slowly. And this is where he sees the spirits of Yoriichi. This is where Kokushibo, Naruto, said, Brother? This is where, well, Yoriichi nods and says, Hello there. It's been a while, Kokushibo. But I am not, how should I say, I do not hate you, the fact that you killed me, the fact that you turned into a demon. I never hated you. I was just saddened, the fact that you turned into a demon. But the way you are doesn't mean you have to go in the path of loneliness. There are other demon slayers. And you even did see the true path for the demon slayers defeating you in that world. You should never go down alone ever again, because, brother, I will always be with you. I don't care if you're a demon or not. Just protect those you hold precious. This is where Kokushibo Naruto cried for the first time, or for the first time in this war. He really didn't cry that much, but yeah. This is where he says, Yoriichi, no. I'm sorry. I can't be strong enough. This is where Yoriichi says, Brother, you've always been stronger. Well, not strong. I mean, yeah, you've been stronger, of course. But you've been strong enough. You are the other half of me. Because I am the sun breathing, while you are the moon breathing. We might be two different sides, but of course, you have always been strong. And even if that demonic power you used before to defeat me, doesn't mean anything. Use that demonic power to strike those who try to harm your village and become the greatest swordsman, just like me. Smiles at what's called Kokushibo and Kokushibo. Naruto says, Yes, Yoriichi, I will become strong like you. This is where, well, we go out of the mindscape, and we go into Naruto waking up. The rods right now are breaking to a million pieces. This is where the Diva Path is right now fighting against Hiruzen and even Jiraiya. And Jiraiya is trying to use, well, Sage Mode and all that. But yeah, of course the other Katsu members are right now trying to kill, like, different Leaf Ninjas and all that. This is where Naruto, he gets his sword, the one that he had, the sword for his, like, demonic sword and all that. This is where it turns into the red sword, to the demonic red sword and all that. And of course, this is where he grabs his other blade that has the moon crest and all that. And of course, this is where he just turns it into the scythe and all that. But this is where he opened his eyes. Well, his 6 eyes. Yes, he is fully going demon mode. This is where, well, he fully went demon mode, but of course, he actually also took some of the Nine Tails power and says, Kurama, are you there? Kurama says, yeah, I'm here. Kurama, we might need to merge our powers because I'm going to kick the shit out of that fucking god. This is where, well, Kurama nodded and says, let's do it then. This is where, well, when Naruto's in demon mode, his eyes also what's called, his yellowish eyes, instead of being yellowish, it becomes into orange because with the crimson red goes into orange. All eyes are right now orange. Even his sword has orange and all. The eyes and all. Well, this are orange right now. And of course, this is where his other sword has actually turned orange. Has turned orange. This is where he has, well, moon breathing, what's it called? Moon breathing sword in his other one. And he breathes out. And this is where in his other sword is right now orange. And it turns into fire. It kind of reminds him of, what's it called? Not Kokushibo. It reminds him of Yoriichi. It says, I will make you proud. What's it called? I think there was like younger brother, older brother. I don't remember. Twin brother. They're twin brothers, yeah. So he says, I'll make you proud, twin brother. This is where Yoriichi spirit smiles, and this is where Naruto, of course, also would kind of merge into the what's it called Kurama's chakra. He did kind of go into a KCM. His hair did kind of go reddish, reddish a little bit, but then actually turned yellow. Now, of course, not his whole body went yellow, but some of his clothes. And of course, is where Naruto says, it's time. This is where Naruto, he's speeding up so fast and no one can actually keep up with his speed. And he appears right in front of, well, Kakashi and Asuma right now fighting against, well, Kakashi fighting against Itachi. And Asuma is right now fighting against what's called Hidan. While, well, Kisame is fighting against what's called Mike Kai. But yeah. This is where Kisame says, I'll be able to defeat you. What's it called? Green Beast. Green Beast of Konoha. This is where, well, Mike Guy wasn't prepared to fight an S-rank ninja right now. And this is where, well, before he even gets hit by the, what's it called, Semihara, this is where Semihara gets cut into a million pieces. This is where, well, it also kind of goes up into fire. This is where Naruto said, sun breathing style. Fire, what's it called? The Crimson Fire Dance, I think that's what it was called. So yeah. Of course, is where he cuts through it so easily, and yeah. Actually, I was thinking of something else, but he says fifth form, setting sun transform, and of course cuts into a million pieces, and of course Semihara does burn and all that, like the small pieces. This is where Kisame says, "What the? Aren't you that nine tails?" Before he can even finish that sentence, his head falls off. This is where, well, Mike Guy says, Naruto, what happened to you? Naruto, with his 6 eyes, says, that's not for your concern. Go save the civilians, and right now, protect other leaf ninjas. This is where he says, when Mike Guy was about to say, this is where Naruto already disappeared. Well, not Naruto, he said Kokushibo. And this is where Kokushibo disappeared. Now, of course, this is where Itachi is right now fighting against, well, Kakashi, and of course, Itachi is right now saying, I am not there, I'm over here. I am not there, I'm over here. Every time Kakashi is trying to stab at Itachi. Now, Itachi was right now just sitting down, seeing what's it called, well, Kakashi get defeated so easily. This is where, well, he had to dodge a slash from the neck with a fire sword. This is where he says, what the hell? This is where, well, that fire sword was called. Actually, he saw who the owner was for the fire sword. Now, of course, this is where he sees Kokushibo with 6 eyes in total, but they're all orange. And of course, with the long red sword, but of course with the scythe being orange right now. So yeah, I don't mean the sword. It was orange, okay? It was the scythe. So, of course, this is where Naruto says, you must be Itachi Uchiha. You are just a weakling to me, so die. This is where Itachi says, sorry. He says, Tsukiyomi, and goes into Naruto. But the only thing he sees in the Tsukiyomi is not Naruto. Naruto is right now in Kokushibo. And of course, he's still in his demonic form when he's in the Tsukiyomi. Itachi says, what the? How? This is bullshit. Where's your human form? This is where Naruto says, I've given up in humanity and have become a demon. You think you can stop me? He breaks out of the goddamn Genju, smashing into a bunch of pieces. This is where Itachi's eyes hurt it, but this is where his neck falls off. And, well, his body turns into fire. Yeah, Naruto says moon style. Dark moon slices his head off. So yeah, this is where now Naruto's running towards the next person, and it's Hidan who's fighting against Asuma, and Hidan saying, well, it's too bad, you're gonna have to die. He tries to like stab himself into the heart and all that. Hidan. But this is where his head, his hand, and his two legs, well, I mean, not his head and all, he felt like a pain. But this is where he felt like a kick. Like he got kicked out of the circle. So, of course, Asuma that felt it, but this is where, well, Asuma stopped feeling the pain. He's like, what the? Hidan was right now in the wall and was indented into it. So, yeah, I didn't mean to say Naruto, like, kill Asuma, no. This is where Naruto says, interesting, I can see. So the circle was the path that you can only hurt Asuma sensei. This is where Asuma saw it, well, Kokushibo. The only way he saw it is because of, well, his long red hair. Because, yes, Naruto has long red hair. And this is where Hidan says, I'm immortal, you can't do... He gets cut into a million pieces. His, well, what's it called? Body gets cut into a million pieces. His head is right now just flying off and just talking. He's angry and all that. And he say, what the hell did you just do? Naruto says, your body must be immortal, but your head is not. So, I'm going to be throwing you into the sea later, but that doesn't matter. Asuma, if you find the sea, throw him into there because no one really want to care. This is where Asuma says, sure. This is where Hidan's cussing. This is where, well, his scythe was already cut into a million pieces. Yeah. Naruto cut through that shit easily. But this is where we go into, what's it called, Kokushibo fighting against some leaf ninjas right now. Smashing them to the ground, burning them, using water style, destroying them, wind style, cutting through them, using lightning style, and, well, turning them into, well, a lightning pole rod. But yeah, this is where Naruto appears and says, moon style. This is where Naruto says, moon style. A red blood moon, 22 form. So this is where this is called red. What's it called? Red blood moon, midnight. So of course, the 21 is called rise moon, and this one is called midnight. This is where multiple, what's it called, crests of red blood moons appear, and of course they all just slam into Kokushibo. Of course, right now, cutting through his hearts and destroying them. This is where Kokushibo is dead in an instant. This is where Naruto appears, and the Leaf Ninjas are right now surprised and scared the shit out of Naruto. Naruto goes, go save the goddamn civilians, you pricks. This is where all of Naruto right now goes towards to help world the civilians, and yeah. This is where Naruto says, well, it's time to go find those goddamn paths. But wait. This is where Naruto senses, well, Obito and Black Zetsu. And this is where, well, Naruto appears and cuts down Black Zetsu and says, Moonsaw, 15 form, full moon. And right now just slashes at them in the middle when he appears. Of course, he cuts down Black and White Zetsu and killing them. Now, I know there's no way to kill Black Zetsu unless you cut him. But it, where? You know what, I'm not going to try to think about it. But yeah, I'm going to just say he died because he got fucking slashed through. This is where, well, Obito's, he managed to use Kamui. And he was like, what the? You're pretty fast there, kid. But you won't be able to defeat me. Naruto says, interesting. So, your physical body must have been teleported to somewhere else. Very interesting, very interesting. But that won't matter for jack shit. This is where Naruto saw the different paths and all that. And of course, he appears right in front of, what's it called? The absorbable path and even the healer path, and he cut them down so easily using the scythe, well, the sun scythe, because that's what he's calling it right now, and cuts through them easily. And of course, with his sword, he says moon style, moon, what's it called, 16 form style, what's it called, 14 form, Cretacean moon, which of course is just a vortex of a bunch of moon crests. And of course, this is where he cuts the other two down, like, what's it called? I can't really think of it. But just like the ammo path and even the, did I already say Azorba path? So, the Azorba path and the healer path, they got cut down because Naruto says, sun breathing style. Sun, what's it called? Rage. And of course, he just burns through them easily. And of course, with the 14th form, Crustacean form or whatever, And of course, it's just a wave of multiple crescents of moon. This is where he cuts down what's called, well, the animal path and even the... And of course, that was called the 14th form just cuts down the other three except for the Diva path. The Diva path was right now fighting against Harusen, but this is where he felt that his other path were destroyed. When he looked behind, he saw Naruto. Harusen and Jiraiya were right now hurt, but they saw Naruto. Naruto, in his demonic form, but also in the KCM, said, "Hello there, bastard." This is where the Diva path said, "What the? Who are you exactly?" Naruto says, "My name is Kokushibo, and I'll be the one to defeat you, because I'm the greatest swordsman out there." Does it work well? He transformed back the scythe into a sword. And of course, this is where he says, "Bring it on, you fucking weakling god." This is where the Diva path says, "Universal pull," and pulls on Naruto, but this is where Naruto gets ready. 20, what's it called? This one is called 25th form. Moon and sun eclipse style. This is where he puts both his swords into a cross shape. And this one is called eclipse style. And he says eclipse style. Well, yeah, eclipse style. This is where, well, Naruto, he does an X motion. And this is where when he was about to like get grabbed by the Diva path, he does the slash motion and cut through, well, the Diva path into, well, 4 pieces. But of course, it had like a silverish kind of glow, but also with a red glow and kind of black appearing right in front of the Diva path. And black, what's it called? The black just blinded the Diva path. As it were, well, the Diva path was destroyed in an instant. But also the Rinnegan was actually blinded. Nagato's Rinnegan was now useless. So yeah, because if you look up to an eclipse, yeah, you're going blind. Doesn't give 2 fucks if you have the Renegans or not. Because yeah, I don't even know if that will actually work. But yeah. So of course, this is where Nagato screaming and saying, "No, my eyes!" So of course, his eyes are pretty much useless. And when Obito says, "Well, I have to kill," and this is where he sees Nagato's eyes, and Nagato's eyes are right now just purely black. There's nothing in the eyes. This is where Obito says, "No, it can't be. How? How? Damn it, Nagato's eyes." He says, "Where are your eyes, Nagato?" Nagato says, "I'm blind. What do you think? That demonic brat killed me." And this is where, well, Konan says, "Damn it. It seems this was a failure." But before Konan can even do anything, Konan got, like, stabbed through the heart and killed. Nagato says, "Konan." Well, he can barely see anything, but he can feel that Konan died. That's where Obito says, "You bastard. Damn it. I needed those eyes to resurrect someone. This is the plan." No. That brat. It was all his fault. But this is where, well, Naruto, he knows where, what's it called. He decides to give the rod towards, what's it called, one of the toads and says, "Here, send where the main one's at." Well, the main leader. This is where the toad, I think it was Pop, says, "He's at that tree over there. I can sense him using nature chakra." Naruto nodded. This is where he disappears. And this is where he says, "Kurama." Kurama says, "Sure, kid." So, of course, they go into an avatar state. But this is where Naruto says, "Biju Dama, moon style, and fire, what's it called?" He says, "Moon style, sun style. Brother combines," what's it called? He says, "Moon and sun style." What's it called? He says, "Eclipse, Biju Dama," and shoots it at, what's it called? Well, the tree. Of course, where Nagato, he's right now trying to fight, well, weakly against Obito. And Obito says, "Too bad. Now I will have to kill you because you can't really stop me, and I can't really let that kid." Obito's dead, and Nagato's also. Because Obito was there just to get the Rinnegan, but he didn't have Kama weed on, so he got blasted. And the whole tree was gone. When I mean the tree, I mean the whole freaking area was gone. Like, everything around that area was gone. It was obliterated and just destroyed. This is where Naruto says, "I guess we finally finished this." So of course he went back to the Leaf Village, and we go into somewhat of a time skip. A time skip of Naruto, well, being in the Leaf Village. And of course this is where Sasuke still tried to go rogue, but you know, Naruto fucking messed him up. When I mean messed him up, I mean full on killed him. Yeah, the Leaf Village did not want to fuck with Naruto when Naruto's so strong. And since, well, Sasuke left, you know, fuck it. The Uchiha clan is just fucking stupid and just get killed. Yeah, Naruto just didn't give two fucks about the Uchiha, because Naruto never cared about anyone. Now, of course, this is where he still doesn't care about anyone, but he does have his brother's legacy, and does want to, well, make a dojo. Or not a dojo. He actually wants to pass down the, what's it called, Sun-style breathing towards the next generation. But of course he doesn't marry and doesn't care, but he does adopt a kid. A kid with somewhat similar hair towards his brother, Yoruichi. And well, he only found this kid when he was, what's it called, well, 17 years old. So yeah, I should probably go into a time skip. So yeah, when he was 17, he kind of found this kid, and yeah. And they adopt this kid. This kid was like, what's it called, not 12. He was like 6 years old, but yeah. But yeah, Naruto at that time, he was traveling around the world, so yeah. So no one really fucked with him, and especially different villages said, hell no. Because Naruto was in his demon form. He can go back into his normal form, but he still had his, what's it called, 6 eyes. Yeah. Of course, his sword was the strongest, and the sword, what's it called, the scythe, that was, well, blue at the original, but was now kind of reddish color. But yeah. This is where, well, he does train the kid into, well, becoming the next sun-style breathing. And of course, Kokushibo doesn't name him Yoruichi Jr. because, well, it just reminds him of his brother. Not Jr., Yoruichi just mostly. But yeah. But this is where I'm going to leave it off. So yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, and potato. Yep, this is the end. Now, I know someone's going to ask me, you know what you should do? Hey, what if Naruto was a reincarnation of Yoruichi? No. Because, well, I don't know. Not really my style, because Yoruichi would just be really nice at the beginning. I don't know. But yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, but yeah. Also Naruto that became the strongest swordsman, but yeah. I mean, did I have to mention he really just defeated the Deeper Path for not blah blah blah. But you get the point. But yeah, bye.